Salvador Dalí didn't just paint art, he painted nightmares you can't wake up from, clocks that melt, skies that bleed, tigers mid-pounce. This man turned his wildest dreams and deepest fears into images so strange, they make reality feel fake. And today, I'm not just showing you his 10 most famous works. I'm revealing the insane stories, scandals, and secrets that made them possible. By the end, you'll know exactly why Dalí might be the most dangerously brilliant artist who ever lived. This is a man who once showed up to an art lecture in a full deep-sea diving suit. He painted with the energy of a mad scientist, the libido of a telenovela star, and the shamelessness of that one drunk uncle at Thanksgiving who overshares about his youth. So get ready. These aren't just paintings. These are scandalous love letters, fever dreams, and WTF moments that somehow ended up in museums. Let's start at number 10 before Dalí comes back from the grave to sue me for slander. Number 10. The artist painting himself. 1976. Ever tried painting your own face in the mirror? While slightly drunk? Dalí took it to the next level. Why? Because who else was worthy of painting Dalí except Dalí? Here's the man in his 70s, moustache sharper than your ex's insults.
What?
Looking into the abyss and saying, "Oh yes, I am my own masterpiece." Is this vanity or just plain fact? And what's with the suspicious bulge in his pants in the painting? Is that a brush or a brush? Dalí didn't just capture his face here. He painted his ego, dripping with the same narcissism you post on Instagram, but pretend isn't there. Number 9. Baptism. 1960. Baptism, holy water, innocence. And then Dalí comes along and says, let's make it weird. Why does Jesus look like he's floating in space? Why are the angels giving me bedroom eyes? And why, for the love of surrealism, are there melting shapes where holy objects should be? Dalí claimed it was about purity. But purity to Dalí meant a naked soul, and maybe also naked thighs. The result? A religious fever dream where you're not sure if you should pray or call the cops. Number 8. Young virgin auto-sodomized by the horns of her own chastity. 1954. Yes, that's the real title. No, your brain isn't broken.
What?
It's a virgin, violating herself with her own chastity. Dalí didn't do subtle, but what does it mean? Is she destroying her own innocence? Or is this just Dalí trolling the entire Catholic Church? Look closely. The horns curve like dangerous question marks. Ask yourself, is this empowerment or a surrealist porn category that nobody searched for but now you can't unsee? Number 7. Galatea of the Spheres, 1952. Love makes you do strange things. For Dalí, it made him break his wife Gala into 100 floating spheres. And yes, she was totally okay with it. Why spheres? Dalí said they represent perfection. But could it also be that he just liked staring at round things? Was he a genius, or just a man with a boob fixation disguised as mathematical beauty? Either way, this painting feels like a breakup letter from reality itself. Number 6. The Temptation of St. Anthony, 1946. Picture this. St. Anthony is just trying to walk home when nightmare giraffes on stilts show up. And are those elephants with skyscrapers on their backs? What the hell was Dalí smoking? The painting is about temptation, but instead of a naked woman offering an apple, Dalí sends an entire psychedelic circus to mess with your soul. Would you resist? Or would you climb one of those giraffes just to see what happens? Number 5. Ballerina in a Death's Head, 1939. A ballerina inside a skull. Its beauty pirouetting in the jaws of death. Is it a statement about life's fragility? Or just Dalí saying ballet could use more skeletons? The more you look, the more your brain starts doing a striptease between grace and decay. Kinda like Tinder, right? Dalí's inspiration? Probably his obsession with hidden images and his belief that beauty and decay were just two sides of the same coin, or two sides of the same creepy Tinder date. Number 4. Swans Reflecting Elephants, 1937. It's the perfect visual mind game. Soft, graceful swans turning into giant, wrinkly pachyderms. It's like dating someone hot in their 20s and seeing what they'll look like at 70. Cute? Sure. Mind-bending? Absolutely. But here's the kicker. Why elephant? Was Dalí secretly saying every elegant beauty hides a chunky beast inside? Or was he just obsessed with trunks? Yes, those trunks. Number 3. Soft construction with boiled beans. Premonition of Civil War. 1936. This is Dalí at his darkest, a giant, twisted body ripping itself apart, a literal metaphor for Spain's civil war. And yeah, the beans are in there. Why? Because Dalí said war stinks, like overcooked beans. It's grotesque, violent, and personal. Dalí saw his own country eating itself alive. Question: if you could predict a war in your art, would you try to stop it, or just paint it with extra beans? Number 2. Face of Mae West, which may be used as an apartment, 1935. A Hollywood diva's face. That's actually a living room. Yes, the lips are a couch. Yes, the eyes are paintings. And yes, Dalí probably fantasized about sitting on Mae West. Is this art or just a very expensive fetish? Dalí's genius was turning a woman into a place you could walk into, and somehow making it sound classy. Number 1. The Persistence of Memory. 1931. The melting clocks, the desert, the weird floppy thing in the middle. We've all seen it. But do you know what inspired it? Camembert cheese. No joke. Dalí watched cheese melt in the sun and thought, time could be like that? Is time really melting away? Or is your brain just melting trying to figure it out? This painting isn't just famous, it's a meme before memes existed. And that squishy white blob in the center. Some say it's Dalí's face. Others say it's just surrealism's answer to a wet pancake. But here's the part that museums don't like me to tell you. There's one Dalí masterpiece you'll never see hanging in the Louvre, the MoMA, or anywhere that sells overpriced cappuccinos in the gift shop. It's whispered about in dusty archives, passed around in bad photocopies, between art historians who swear, this is the real Dalí. The painting, the dream of Venus, the uncensored cut. Imagine a massive canvas where a nude Venus doesn't just float on a seashell. No, she's riding a lobster like it's a Harley Davidson, champagne exploding in the background, clocks melting off the horizon like drunken pancakes. Every corner is stuffed with dirty jokes only your subconscious would get. A priest holding a martini glass full of ants, Gala's face morphing into the moon, and somewhere in the shadows, Dalí himself, smirking, holding a paintbrush like it's a weapon. Why was it banned? Because in the middle of the canvas, clear as daylight, he painted a melting church steeple that, I swear, looks like a giant. Well, let's just say it would make the Pope spill his wine. But here's the thing. Behind all the insanity, the lobster erotica, the surreal chaos, Dalí was saying something terrifyingly human. That our desires, our fears, our faith, and our filth are all part of the same dream. And if you dare to look too closely, you might see yourself in the madness. So tell me, do you really want me to show you what this banned Dalí looks like? Because I have it. And once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Subscribe before I post it. Because when I drop it, YouTube's gonna lose its damn mind.